Good morning, folks, and good morning from London. This is Naeem Aslam, and in today's analysis, we'll be talking about Ethereum and Bitcoin. And the question that I'll be answering in today's segment will be, are they having a strange moves or a new highs are likely to happen? So that is exactly what we'll be exploring in this particular one, because Ethereum is up 8.99% in the last 24 hours and very close to its all-time high, and so is Bitcoin. As always, it is important for me to go through this disclaimer, which is right in front of you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. Now, first of all, we will begin the analysis by looking at the daily time frame. And on the daily time frame, there are a number of patterns that we should be very much paying attention to. Firstly, what we will be looking at is that right over here, what the price is for could be, let's just say, forming. So number one is your double top, first top being over here and then the other top being over here. And then not to mention, all of this is taking place when the price is at a very, very critical price point. And by that, I mean right over here, that is your all-time high near 2036. Now, if the price can break above these two, then we are going to be pushed into what we call our next important territory, which is going to be just right over here, our major resistance zone, and running between these two particular lines. So if the price can break above these, then we are likely to move into these particular price levels, and a further move from here is really going to move to the upside. Okay, that is all very predictable. You can say that the name that is just very predictable. There's nothing new. So tell us something new about this one. So here comes something new about this one. Number one, we gotta pay attention to is the price action and the price action itself. So first we have right over here what we need to pay attention to. Let me delete this one. So let's just form a new altogether, our new price point. So we have right over here, which is called a higher low, and then we have over here, which is your lower low. So what we are really looking is an ascending triangle very much forming, right? So the price is going right over here, and then on the other side we have a price forming right over here, the top. So we have this ascending triangle forming. In addition to that, we also have another major pattern. I know there are a lot of patterns that I'm talking about today, which I usually don't, but I think it is important for us to pay attention to pattern forming. So that pattern, my guys, is just right over here. We have a shoulder, we have a head, and we have another shoulder forming right over here. So we have two bullish patterns forming right towards the top of this price action. So first of all, we have ascending triangle forming, then we have a reverse head and shoulder pattern forming, and in addition to that, what we are also seeing is over here in terms of RSI. The RSI has confirmed something really important as well. And what is that? That is that if we look at the price action right over here, we can see that the RSI has literally gone beyond the previous high, confirming that there is a lot of strength in this particular move, which is likely to move the price to the upside. In fact, if we just pay attention to the trend line, which is right over here on the RSI, we will see that this particular trend line is indicating to us that this downward trend, or this particular lower lows which were forming from here to here, is no longer in play, and the momentum is in the direction of the price, indicating to us that price can break to the upside. So how far it can go, that is the question. I think the minimum projection of this one would be 2,500, another $500 move in terms of Ethereum. Now, what about Bitcoin? Because yesterday I did discuss with you guys that the prices are likely to move to the upside. We are going to see new highs, possibly the 70,000 price level in the next few days, or the next few hours. That's what we discussed yesterday. So all of that was very much discussed by looking at the price action. So we discussed that the price needs to break above the highs of this particular candle, which is 59,792. Yesterday we formed a high of 59,725, which is, in other words, lower than the highs of that one, and that is a concern. And then we also discussed that we need to break above the highs of this candle, which is 59,983, because only that, then we can say that yes, now the prices are very much likely to move to the upside and then break the all-time high, the previous all-time high. So that is what pretty much we were discussing yesterday. Now, given the fact that the price hasn't been able to go beyond this particular high, and this particular high is a concern. I want the price to break above these two highs. So can we see an evidence where we could be a bit more confident in relation to the price action? So number one is we got to keep drawing the trend line just over here, and then see how that trend line is forming. So we're seeing that momentum slightly fading to the downside in terms of that. But if we see the pattern of higher highs or higher lows, so for example, price has formed a high over here, this is a lower high, and then the RSI is confirming that we have a high over here. And in fact, what we should do is we should draw our trend line right over here like this, and then to this side, and then the moment the RSI will break to the upside of this downward trend line, we will have another signal which will tell us that the prices are more likely to move to the upside. But more important signals are going to be coming from the following time frame. So number one is your 4-hour time frame, where the price is very much forming, this reverse head and shoulder pattern, which we discussed yesterday, and then we did say that the pattern is confirmed. One shoulder being over here, the head being over here, the shoulder being right over here, and then this over here just being your neckline, which is again confirmed by the price right over here. And now we are moving to the upside. So this particular pattern over here is confirming us that the price is likely to move to the 70,000 price level. However, if this particular pattern doesn't work out on the daily time frame, we do have sort of a bearish pattern forming as well. How so? We have a shoulder over here, we have a head over here, and we have a right shoulder which is above the left shoulder forming here. Now, of course, the neckline under the current circumstances is going to be just right over here. So the price, the moment it breaks, we could see the price moving by 10,000 to the downside. So that means the price can move all the way to perhaps this particular price level, which would be very much in line with our support level in here. So we have two patterns forming. On the daily time frame, we have this bearish pattern forming, which could push the price to the downside. However, this pattern, the failure of this pattern is going to come from our 4-hour time frame, where we have a reverse head and shoulder forming right over here, here, and here. And the moment the price has already broken above its neckline, which I mentioned just right over here, that 56,000 price level. And as long as the price stays above these ones, and the 50 moves above the 100, we are very likely to see this momentum moving to the upside. Now, the confirmation of this one is going to be coming from the 30-minute time frame, where the price has really seen a big momentum to the upside and has moved above the 50-day simple moving average. So this is going to confirm us that the prices are that the reverse head and shoulder pattern, which we are seeing on the other time frame, on the 4-hour time frame, is going to be absolutely correct, and the price is going to move to the upside. So let's see how the price will pan out, and we will do another video. That's all for now, and see you guys next time.